Hi, I'm Katie Ryan from Forest Lore, and I wanted to make this video for you today to show you a few things as far as edible or medicinal plants that many people see but consider weeds. And I just wanted to show people how these things are all around us, and most people don't even know. So depending on what area of the country you live in, obviously different climate in different areas are going to grow different vegetation. So some of these different things that I'm showing you may or may not be available where you live. I live in upstate New York, just outside of Rochester. And so here in the, on the East Coast, we do have these different things around. I'd also like to point out, if you can see behind me, so this is the Erie Canal, which runs right near my house where I live outside. We're just outside of Spencerport, New York right now. So if anybody knows a little bit about the Erie Canal and the history of it and different things, it's right there. But this is an area, there's canal paths all along here, and in our area in general, there's just lots of areas to hike and different things, which I often do. But because this particular canal path is so close to my house, I do walk it pretty often. And year after year coming back here, I know certain plants that I'm going to be able to find, different points of the year here that always show up. So I thought this was a good place to come. And then later in the video, after we talk a little bit about some of these herbs and I'll show them to you, then I was going to show you some of my different, my line of herbal products that I make. So I make all of these by hand, and I'll show you a few of those. So these are just some of the other things that I do along with art and furniture painting. So I just thought this was, something a little different. Many of us paint, but I didn't know if as many people out there would be as knowledgeable, or maybe just want to know more about some of these herbs and plants. So let me see, it's a little windy, but I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with this because, so let's see. So this, and I'll make sure I bring it in pretty close so you guys can see. So if you can see these yellow flowers, and if you kind of notice the shapes and leaf structures on this, so this grows all over, and most people have no idea what it is. And one way, not only from, like I said, just how the flowers look and see the little, what do I want to call it? I don't know. I'm losing words today, guys. The middles that you can tell kind of stick out and have those little balls at the end. But there's something else about this plant that you can usually identify it by if you're not sure. So what I'll show you is if you just take some of the little buds. Now, it is early in the year for this. It did just start to bloom. It usually does bloom around the summer solstice. And you can always identify this, which this is St. Johnswort. So there's so many people who I know may go to the store and buy herbal supplements, and one that is talked about pretty often is St. Johnswort, and it is known for its different properties for helping with anxiety and calming the nervous system. So that's one of the big uses that people will take it for. So if you look at, one way to always know if you have the right thing is if you look at the little tiny buds. Let me see how good we can zoom in here. And it's a little early for them to work like this quite yet, but as they get more, as we get a little later in the season, and one thing that you can always do is if you crush the buds, and you can see my fingers, they will stain this very dark purple color. So that's how you can always tell that you actually have St. Johnswort. And another fun fact about St. Johnswort that a lot of people don't know is it can be used, and generally you would use this by putting it in certain types of oil in a jar and sealing it off, and then it's got to be kept in a cool, dry place, usually for about 6 weeks. But if you do that, and you put this in the jar for about 6 weeks, the oil will start to take on this like dark red cast to it. And that's from like what I was just showing you. So the darker red that you can get the oil, the more potent that it is said to be. And this oil can be used either rubbed on somebody directly, or you can use it by making it into salves and combining different herbs and things. But this is wonderful as an anti-inflammatory, and what it works especially well for is if you make that salve or you take that oil and you rub it on sore muscles and joints, but specifically muscles, it will help. A lot of people mix this with something called arnica, and that it makes a really, really effective salve for sore muscles. Being that I have fibromyalgia, I use it because it really does help with some of the soreness that I do experience. So there's just one thing that, like I said, grows all around us, and most people have no idea when they pass it what it is. What else do we have here? Okay, so this one is called Mugwort, and it grows in big clusters all over the place around here. So what this is good for, it's said to, you can use the herb itself, whether it's in a tea or whatever that you would like, you can use it like that. And it is known to be very calming. But one of the other things that it was said is that if you take these leaves, and people would put them in like a little satchel, or sometimes they'd sew them into what was called dream pillows. They often would use lavender, chamomile, mugwort in these dream pillows, and they would you put it underneath your pillow, and it was said that if you had done that you would experience very vivid dreams. And often people would say that they may be prophetic dreams or something that contains some kind of a message for you. So that was one fun thing that people would do, or it is said to help, for those of you who know about lucid dreaming, it was to help promote lucid dreaming as well. So Mugwort got its name, and I found this pretty interesting because at one point in my life I used to be in the bar business. So Mugwort has its name Mugwort basically because a long time ago, before they used to use hops in beer for part of the flavoring, they used to use Mugwort, and instead of that bitter hop flavor that you get in beer, this also has quite a bitter flavor, and it would just add a different type of flavor. So it was called Mugwort because, like I said, this is going way back, possibly even to, I don't know when, medieval times. I don't know when exactly they started using hops, but this is what they used to use for flavoring instead. So there's that guy. What else? See these. Oh, these little guys are falling apart, but these, see if you can see them quite well. See the pointy leaves, and it's hard to tell probably from here, but okay guys, sorry about that, my video cut out. But these little guys here, and they are very sticky. So these are cleavers. If you've ever come across them, you will know them by how extremely sticky they are, and they have these little like ball things on them. You might even be able to see the little spiny things. They're not sharp, they don't hurt, they just stick to everything. So these, as far as being edible, I'm not sure about that, but I do know that cleavers are actually used or had been used for centuries medicinally. They were used medicinally because you could maybe making like a tea or something that you could ingest. These help as a whole body tonic, so they help clear different things in the body, but especially they help clear out things in your kidney and lymph system and lymphatic system. So cleavers, which people probably think are just nuisance weeds, are useful as well. Here is one that, ooh, it's getting windier and windier. Here is one, let me hold these guys still, that I am sure a lot of people know. So this, guys, is your regular red clover. So white clover is actually edible as well, and white clover, it used to be used sometimes in baked goods, so it's edible and it's nutritious, although I do not believe, as far as I know, that white clover is actually medicinal in any way, where red clover is. So red clover is not only edible and nutritious, but it is medicinal. So you can use red clover. It's especially good. It's especially good herb for women. So red clover helps with your, it helps with like balancing hormones. And so it's very good for that. So whether you then use this, it also helps a lot with like estrogen and those sort of things. So this is just a really, really good overall herb for women. And I use it by taking the stems, the leaves, and the flowers, and I make tea with them. And another thing is it makes beautiful, the purple kind of comes out into the hot water for your tea, and it makes it just this beautiful like lavender color. So you can make tea with this and drink it, and it is very, very good for you, or you can mix it in with other herbs as well. So there's another one that a lot of people see every day but don't necessarily know about. Oh, what else do I have? I have mallow. So I'll show you a little bit of this. So especially if you see the leaves, and notice the leaves shapes and the little white flowers. So this is a, see if I can get you that flower. This is a low growing mallow. And so people use this to put in, you can put this in salves or ointments. And it is just, a lot of Native Americans use this just as an overall healing herb. You can put it in poultices as well, to heal different skin abrasions and things like that. But it was also traditionally used, whether you can make a tea out of it, and it would help with everything from stomach issues, indigestion, any kind of sores or anything in your mouth, maybe even if you bite your cheek, something like that, it could help heal it faster. Okay, so those are just a few things that, like I said, grow all over the place, and most people have no idea what they are, so I thought that would just be kind of fun. My herbal products, I just wanted to talk about those for just a minute as well. So right now I do have a line of medicinal teas that we're kind of revamping the packaging, so those are going to be available probably end of July to beginning of August. But right now, currently what we have available is, so I do make a sugar scrub, and it comes in 3 different scents. There is Midnight Moon, there is Soul Cleanse, and Dreamy Lavender. So those are the 3. And just to show you, this is made with organic cane sugar. It also has several different very healing and nourishing oils in it. And then essential oils. The Midnight Moon is a real dark kind of scent. Has a little bit of patchouli and rose and some other things in there. Dreamy Lavender is mostly lavender with some chamomile and damask rose. And then Soul Cleanse. So Soul Cleanse has more mint, eucalyptus, frankincense, and a couple other oils that is added into that. So it's very refreshing. So those are the three for that. I do have all three of the scents in bath salts. So this is the Salt of the Earth bath salts, and this is Dead Sea Salt and Pink Himalayan, and then different oils and essential oils, and you add this to your bath. It is very, very good for your skin, and a natural source of magnesium. It also helps because that goes into your skin while you're in the tub. I think I forgot to say, but the sugar scrub is great for exfoliating your skin in the shower. I apologize, I keep having issues with the video. But so the sugar scrub, again, it's great for exfoliating your skin, especially like in the summertime, for your feet and your legs. And then it has all the oils in it that moisturize your skin, so that on the days that I use this, I won't use any lotion. You don't even have to, which is great. And everything in these is organic and all natural, so there's no chemicals, nothing that you have to worry about. But it's great in the winter too, for when your skin gets really dry. So this, I will say, the sugar scrub is definitely the one product I cannot live without. Another thing that I wanted to let you guys know is I do use all glass packaging instead of plastic, so that it is earth and environment friendly. And the last product I wanted to talk about here, so you can see, this is the pillow spray. Right now I only offer the pillow spray in Dreamy Lavender, although we may have a few more scents coming out, again, as I said, probably about August. So this is just a spray, and you can use this on your pillows. I use it in my car, I use it on my couch, anywhere that you just want something that smells very calm and fresh. And the Dreamy Lavender scent, again, has lavender, chamomile, and damask rose. So this is just amazing. But so those are some of the products. And then also August, I have a line of candles coming out that is going to match the 3 scents that I currently have for my products, the Midnight Moon, Soul Cleanse, and Dreamy Lavender. So a couple fun things for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I wanted to show you one other thing. So I just got these in. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but these are my Forest Lore bags. They are a really good size. They are organic cotton, and they can hold about 45 pounds. So there is, you can put a lot of stuff in these bags. They are a really good size. They're lightweight, but they're super durable. These will also be, these are in my shop in the shops on West Ridge, just outside of Rochester, New York. So they are in my Forest Lore shop, but these will also be on my in my Etsy store and website, available soon. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate it. Bye.